When I first started my consulting agency, it was really out of necessity. The reason for it is because my wife and I have a shared passion. We like to teach the Bible and we like to provide a service to the community. So we were given opportunities to travel from city to city and from different states. But every time we did that, we either had to both lose our jobs, or I would have to find my job and then she would have to find another job. And there was times where she, even at some points when we were traveling to a different city to move, I had to collect unemployment and she would be the only source of income for our family. And when we moved to another city, then she would have to lose her job and I was going to be the only source of income. So we had a huge problem where I wanted to support the family. I wanted to be able to contribute. I wanted to be able to do all these other things. But because I was stuck on looking for other source of income, I never felt I had the time to be able to do what I really wanted to do, which led me to want to actually start a business. But I remember when I first decided to start a business, there was one time back in, that was a couple of years ago. I remember being in the U-Haul, moving to Washington, D.C., and when I looked at my checking account, I saw how much it was in the bank, and it was only $200. Mind you, living off of $200, I just moved to a very expensive city. And at that time, only one source of income. So we literally had to use our credit cards to be able to either pay for food, to be able to pay for our utilities bill, our cell phone bill, and even rent. So we were racking up a lot of debt. So literally over $60,000 in debt, and I only had $200 in the bank. But I knew what I wanted to do was start a business to be able to provide and be able to make an income. So I had no idea of how to start a business. I didn't know how to be able to start a coaching or consulting agency. So what I did was start searching and start Googling and actually looking for coaches and mentors. When I was looking for it, I was able to find several who are already achieved what I wanted to do. So the way I was able to hire them is once my wife and I were able to get a 9-to-5 job, we used the 9-to-5 to be able to support investing in coaches and also different mentors. So I remember clearly that took my mindset to a whole nother level. So I was able to start my consulting agency and start getting new clients. But then even though I was getting success in my consulting agency, I came up with another problem. That problem was I have to get new clients inside my business, but then I also had to provide fulfillment. I also had to give them results. So when I hit that issue, I was like, how do I balance my time? How can I be able to generate new clients and be also to transform my clients and get them the results that they want? So I had to really think through it and how to be able to stop looking at all these other different frameworks, because I really got caught in the trap where I kept hearing I need to do SEO, and then SEO was dead. Then I had to do email marketing, and then you hear somebody else says email is dead. Then I also had to do Facebook advertising, and then you had to create a Facebook group, and then you had to do a webinar. So all these other things, all these strategies that were telling me to do, and every time I tried to focus on one, I was actually implementing none. So I had to decide, I need to figure out how can I solve this game? How can I be able to take my business online and be able to automatically generate new leads and be able to close them quicker, so that way I can be able to focus more on providing fulfillment on my clients, but most importantly, gain back more of my time so I can be able to spend it on things that I wanted to do. So one thing that I decided to really focus on is finding that one framework that is able to be able to fulfill on all the other aspects to be able to increase my business. So I was able to take a step-by-step process that really focuses on one thing that can accomplish all the other activities to really generate new leads and also be able to provide cash flow in my business and to be able to also provide fulfillment and be able to scale my business a lot quicker. So I really want to take people through my step-by-step process, because I know that feeling. I understand what people are going through. In your coaching business, you're focusing on providing a service. You have a knowledge, you have a skill set, and you want to make an impact, but because you have all these other things as a business owner that you have to be able to do and take care of your business, we lose sight on what's most important and the things that we want to do, which is really to serve, help others, and be able to make an impact in this world.